What's up, guys? Leroy Warner Fitness here, and today I have a quick dynamic effort bench video for you guys. Um, Generally, I have two bench days. I have a max effort day where I go heavy, keep the reps really low, and I usually have a dynamic day. But lately, I've been doing a lot of rep work. So for that second bench day, I've been doing 5, 8 reps, 12 reps, things like that. So I decided to go back to some speed work since I haven't done that in a little bit. So the important thing with speed work is not so much the weight you have on the bar, it's the speed at which you're moving with the weight. For that, I use accommodating resistance. So that's either chains or band tension. That allows me to keep the weight low. I think I weigh around 42% my 1 rep max. And the band's gonna really force you to accelerate through the movement. It's hard to accelerate, or you can't move as fast as you can without that kind of accommodating resistance to force you to accelerate to the finish or to the top of the movement. So that's what I was doing here. So I did 3 different grips. I did 4 sets of 3 sets of triples. Right. So I did feet up for the first set with neutral grip. The feet up is going to allow me to incorporate my lat to stay stable and really drive through my rear delts. So I did that for a quick 3, racked it, brought the hands inside, brought my feet down, and I did a close grip press. 3 reps, really driving those triceps. Banged that out for 3, and then I did wide grip. So usually when I do my dynamic work, and I do those kind of reps, I usually change my grip during the reps game. I try not to use the same exact grip for all the sets. Important thing to remember with dynamic work is you want to keep your breaks shorter than you do with your max effort work. So I think I was taking 60-second breaks, or somewhere between 60 and 45 seconds, but your break should be no less than 30 seconds and no more than 60 seconds with this kind of work. A lot of schemes you can do 10 sets of 2, 8 sets of 3. I like to go rack on rack for my dynamic work. So after I go my rack on rack sets, that's usually 1 set for me. And then I'll do 5 sets of that, 6 sets of that. So I mean, switch it up, play around with it, see what works for you. But the thing that you want to concentrate on is, not getting stuck on doing the same thing. It's good to experiment and see what gives you the best results. So back to the bands. What I like to use for dynamic work, whether it's the squat, bench, or deadlift, is the red Rogue Mini Band. That's going to allow you to be able to kind of accelerate through the bench and not have to struggle through pressing with the bands. When you do speed work, it shouldn't be that much of a struggle. You should be able to move as fast as you can and really accelerate and explode through the movement. If you're struggling moving slow with the weight, then either you have to drop the weight or change the resistance with the bands. Those red mini bands work well for me. You could try the blue ones, black ones, whatever ones. Just make sure that you're able to move as fast as possible. So it's the last set coming up. You'll notice doing the bench, it looks like that weight is bounced off my chest a little bit. So I just want to kind of clarify that the weight is not really slamming down my chest. I still have a little bit of control. But when you do speed work, it's not a bodybuilding movement unless you're trying to build up your pecs. For me, the goal is to get stronger. Or if you're doing speed work, the goal is to get stronger. So you do need to come down to speed that allows you to kind of reverse that fast movement. That's how you really build up that strength. It's important to know the difference in how you lift and how that's going to affect the muscle. So after the bench, I moved to some accessory work, and here I'm doing a version of tricep extensions. So you notice when a lot of people miss on their bench press or fail on their bench press, they get stuck halfway, and that's due to lack of tricep strength. So that's one of the things I like to concentrate on, is building up the strength of my triceps, to help my lockout. This right here is a good exercise to do that. Again, when you're building up strength, you want to keep them sets relatively low. Those reps relatively low and the weight heavy. You want to be able to do the work, but you want to struggle through it to get stronger. And that is it from this dynamic bench day. Hit me up, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Working to build a better you.